Hey, YouTube! Listen, the other week my nephew came for a visit over at our house, and Mother wanted to give him something to do. She specifically wanted to get him started on some reading. He's very behind in that subject, and I gave him a set of books he could pick to read from, and he chose a Goosebumps book. Brought back a whole lot of memories. As a kid, I was a big fan of not only the television series but of the books, and I just loved it. You know, because it was a good mixture of a little bit of horror mixed with a little bit of comedy. Very good writing, very good. And I obviously, the way I do, had to check it out again, you know. Get interested in the subject, sometimes just gotta randomly Google it, or in my case, randomly YouTube it. I was actually hoping to see they might have some Goosebumps audiobooks on YouTube. Yeah, I love audiobooks. But what I discovered was even more interesting. I discovered that they are making a movie based on not one Goosebumps book, but all of them. Yeah, pretty hard to believe, I know, how they're planning to pull that one off. But we'll see how it works. As it stands, I've watched the trailer a few times. I still haven't decided how I feel about it. I'm going to watch it again right now, and then I'm going to talk about it some, alright? So, see you in a second. Alright. Alright guys, well, I just got over watching the second trailer. It leaves a lot to be wished for. It is very subpar. I mean, there are some things which, you know, I'm hopeful about, but some things I'm just like, The basic premise is that this young man moves in next to R.L. Stine, the author of the Goosebumps books. The actor playing him is some comedian who is absolutely nothing like R.L. Stine, who, just hearing him and looking at him, is actually creepy in a real way. I mean, he's kind of a creepy dude, especially the way he talks. This guy, nah, he's like over melodramatic, trying to be creepy. It doesn't work, man. It doesn't work at all. The premise, then, continuing on, is that R.L. Stine's books will come to life if you open them with this key. Why in the world, if you can't even open these books, why do you even have a key for them? I'll never know. Maybe they'll explain that in the movie. I don't like the way the basic feeling of the film is an absolute, very young, very child-oriented comedy. It could be good, but I'm not seeing a lot to work with here. Now, there are some things I like. You know, obviously there's going to be some fear in it. I mean, Slappy the Dummy's there. That's about the creepiest thing in the history of the world. Slappy can't be unscary. I would not be surprised to find out that they're only showing us one side of it. What I'm really hoping for, I haven't given up all hope. I'm hoping that by the time they bring out the second trailer, if there's a second trailer, that'll show us more of the creepier side of the story, perhaps. I don't know. There's so little to go on. If monsters are just coming out of books randomly, why are just the monsters, though? I mean, the rest of the stories. And also in Goosebumps stories, a lot of the times, they'll just turn around on their head. You know, the hero you've been supporting the whole book, in reality, he's the monster. Ooh, and the monster turns out to be the good guy, who then, we don't know what happens to him. It's twist ending. That's what this is all about. I'm seriously wondering, I mean, surely they're going to keep the theme of a twist ending. This has got to have one. If it's going to be any good at all, what I'm hoping for is that the twist ending will be R.L. Stine's like, oh wait, we rounded up all these monsters except one of my books isn't about a single monster. It's about a theme park. That's right. I want Horrorland to completely, if Horrorland at the end of this movie, if the movie is completely horrible, if the movie is just a bad movie, but at the end of it, R.L. Stine's like, you know, I have released Horrorland, prepping for a sequel on that, then I will give this movie 5 stars on Amazon. Just if they do that. Nevertheless, the trailer gives us very little to go on, a lot of very poor humor, a lot of child humor, a very bad sounding pop song, against good Baptist virtues naturally, and a lack of anything scary except a single look at Slappy the Dummy, which, of course, is terrifying. Ooh. That wraps up this YouTube video. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be about the length of my normal YouTube videos I'm hoping from now on, aka shorter than the first. I'll see you guys. God bless.